Hello friends, I just finished reading this book and I have some thoughts. So this is an early release copy. It doesn't come out till April, so I will not be spoiling anything. And huge shout out to Bloomsbury Publishing for sending me this early copy. For starters, wow, this book was a freaking emotional roller coaster. It does not pull any punches. You are going to feel deep emotions while you are reading this book. This book dives into the complexities of different relationships, how different relationships can all mean different things to different people. It goes into sexism, it goes into sexual assault and rape. It also goes into how guilt and shame can really affect and shape your reality around you. And also just your perception and others' perception of you. This book is also about how others tell a story about you and how you create a story about you, and how sometimes those stories are not always the same. That was a really reoccurring theme through this book, is about creating a narrative and how different people will create a narrative about you versus what your narrative says. And not all those narratives are always true. They bring up this phrase, not like other girls, a lot, and they talk about the connotations of the way that people say it in the good way of, oh, you're not like other girls, or how they'd say it in the bad way of, you're not like other girls, and how the tone can mean so much, and how we can flip that on the sexuality spectrum, and guys will say, oh no, I'm not like other guys. And then we dive into the meaning of, what does that mean? This book dives into topics about how it's okay for men to be a little bit more flirty and promiscuous, but it will shame and guilt women for being promiscuous and do the same things. So I found it so interesting to breach these topics and have like this double-sided sword that is such a hot topic, and just I loved it. It was so interesting. And it's all wrapped around this mystery of a girl going missing and this ex-friend digging up this story of what happened to her ex-friend. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil the content of the book. That's for you guys to find out when it releases in April. I'll pop the book blurb right here for you. Go ahead and pause to read. But yeah, this is getting a 5-star for me. I absolutely loved it. It was so well written. And if you guys end up picking this up in April, let me know your thoughts.